Hey everybody, thanks for watching this episode of Mike and Olive Review Things.
My name's Olive and this is my dad, Mike.
And today we are really excited. We've done movie reviews, we've done TV reviews, we've done a bunch of different kinds of food, and one of our really good friends named Christine was coming into town. She's one of my wife's college friends, and she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy something, and I want you guys to see if it's any good, if it works." So this is our first product video, and it is the
Mockins Inflatable Air Lounger.
Yes, the Mockins Inflatable Air Lounger. So you may have seen these things on videos. You've probably seen some of the product demonstrations of people at concerts and at the beach, and they have this inflatable thing that you don't need a pump for, and you just use the wind to inflate it, and then you wrap it up and you make it real tight, and then you get to lay out on the grass or the sand or the beach or at a concert in a backyard. And so she got us this, and there's a lot of different versions of it. There's a lot of different brands that have the same thing. And so this one is $22 on Amazon. I think that's a pretty good price, especially to try something out. So we're gonna first talk about the process of actually inflating it. Like, there's a step-by-step process, and it says use the wind to capture all the air, and then close it and you tighten it, and then you're good to go. You don't need a pump. You don't need anything. Did we find that to be true?
No, not even a little bit. We need to use a fan or
Yeah, so
something.
You're gonna see some video of us trying to inflate this. So first I let Olive try to inflate it, and we took bets, and I said no, there's no way that she's going to be able to inflate this, and I was correct. She tried running with it, she tried swooping with it, she tried sticking her head in it and blowing. Nothing worked. And then I, a man of 39 years old, tried. And as you can see in this video, I also failed. I don't know if I got any more air in it than Olive did. And so I'm not sure it's going to be the best thing for a backyard unless you may live near a Great Lake and it's really windy. It might be good for the beach because the beach is typically windy and you could probably hold it up and fill it. We weren't able to do that on our own. So we got out our shop vac that has the two different ways, and so you can actually reverse it, and so it can fill with air. So we use it to fill different kinds of the inflatable bed and inflatable raft, and so it worked. It took a little bit of time because there's not a nozzle, and so it doesn't keep the air in while you're pushing it, but we did eventually fill it up. Once we got it filled up, though, we tried it out, and what did you think?
I like it. It's good for movies. It's good for like concerts. It's good for a lot of things if you're watching something, like watching a magic trick outside. That would be still good, even if it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, if you're at an outdoor magic show, this is the perfect thing to sit in. I also tried it. I made sure to look at the product description before I did. It said that it held 300 pounds. So I also think a lot of things say they hold 300 pounds, and I'm not sure if that's just the standard that they say. I was very nervous to get in it, as you can see. But once I got in it, it was incredibly comfortable. I didn't feel like it was going to pop or anything after I rolled in it and when I was trying to roll out of it. But now that I've done that, I like it. I think it's really comfortable. And for $22, I think this is great. I think as kids, we used to always have like beanbag chairs in people's basements. We just always, like, that was what we watched movies on. I actually went to look at beanbag chairs to get for our basement when we watch movies. And they're expensive. They're like more than $100. And so if you're going to get 4 or 5 beanbag chairs for kids to watch a movie in a basement, I mean, that's $400 or $500. This you can get, I saw there's a 2-pack for like $35 or something like that. You can get a couple of these, you can blow them up. I think they're perfect for kids. I think it's great for movie nights. Do you agree with that?
Yes, because one, it's easy to get in. Two, I think you should use a fan to even blow up. Never use the wind if you don't have wind.
If you don't have wind, don't use the wind.
And three, it's great for a movie night anywhere. But I don't think at a movie theater.
No.
They won't allow you.
And I think it would be great for camping, just to lay out. It feels more like a hammock when you're laying in it. And so I don't know how long the inflate will last. I don't know if you're going to be able to sleep on it overnight, but it was comfortable when I was laying in it. So what is our rating out of 10? Keep into consideration that we have to inflate it.
Wait, so the rating also counts with the inflating?
Yeah, the whole package, because that's the thing that they're selling it on, is that you don't need something to inflate this.
When you do.
When you do. You definitely do. I mean, I can say it's user error, but I think you'd have to be incredibly fast to run with the wind to fill it up that much. So what was your rating?
My rating was an 8.
An 8?
Because it's really good to sit in, watch movies in, even do anything in that you're watching. I already said that, so you know. But I think it's great for kids, grown-ups. I don't think animals.
Not for animals. It's not for animals. I don't think. I think the claws would definitely
Pop it in 1 second.
So I'm going to give it a 7. I liked it. I thought it was incredibly comfortable when I was in it, but I don't think it can be higher than a 7 when the struggle to fill it up with air. I think if I was somewhere without the ability to fill it up, I would just give up and just lay on the ground. So I don't think it matches that, but I think for the price, $22, that's great. I think that's a really good price. I don't think that's something that is too expensive by any means, I think. And you can fold it up. I mean, it goes completely flat. You can stick it in a backpack. You can stick it wherever.
And it comes in your own backpack that you could just carry it around.
It does come in its own backpack, and the backpack has the instructions on it that are completely useless. Right?
Yeah, but some of them were helpful.
Some of them are helpful. Fill it with air.
That one was not helpful.
Yeah. So we're going to have a lot of bloopers after this because we struggled filling it with air, and our 3-year-old Penny wanted to try it, and so stick around for that. But thanks for tuning into this episode of Mike and Olive Review Things.
Hope you come back. Bye.
See ya.
Make sure to watch the bloopers. They're very funny. This is just it. We have one special guest, and her name is Christine. Come up here.
So Christine was actually here with us. She was watching us struggle the entire time.
Yeah.
And then after we stopped filming, she was like, yeah, I was able to fill it, no problem. So how did you do that?
First, I started by being better than you.
All right. So step 1, be better than Mike and Olive.
Mike and Olive both ran in a line with it versus a swoop action. That was helpful.
Was the swoop action, was that part of the instructions? Did it say it on there?
I didn't read the directions.
Have you seen people do the swoop? Have you been at like a concert or something and you saw people do that?
I feel like I've seen it somewhere, maybe.
And you're much taller than Olive and I.
Yes.
Almost combined.
Stacked. We're the same height.
But you said, okay, so the height advantage might help to actually fill it with air. But
Yes. But I did know that your legs at your height hung off the lounger a little bit. So I think only the top half of me might fit.
So you might need a tall person to help you fill it up with air, but then you say thanks, and then they're not allowed to lay in it because they're too tall. So,
Exactly, yeah.
So
But you could just bend your knees.
you could just bend your knees. Tall people,
Like
stop
you're in an
complaining about coach flights. Just bend your knees. All right, we want to thank our guest Christine for joining us after her run this morning, and we will see you later.
Bye.
Works. So this is our first product video, and it is the
Mockins Inflatable. I forgot.
the Mockins Air Olympics. Come on.
The Mockins Olympics.
No. All right, we'll add that to the blooper.
Mockins Inflatable Airline Jaw.
Okay, hold on, but you gotta say it when we're ready.
Bye.
Just bend your
Baby.
Way down the street.
Merrily, 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 like